Jim Ling, an executive controller in Dallas around 1970, co-founded Ling Covort, Ltd., a major aerospace and defense conglomerate. His entrepreneurial spirit and bold decision-making led LTV to significant growth and success. However, a misguided investment in the steel industry ultimately led to LTV decline. Even those who are doing well can aspire for greater achievements. Thinking big and taking calculated risks can lead to exponential growth. It's essential to balance ambition with sound financial planning and risk assessment. While setbacks may occur, perseverance and a relentless pursuit of goals can ultimately lead to success. Ling's story highlights the importance of innovation and disruption in business. Executive controllers play a crucial role in financial oversight and strategic planning, empowering them to make a significant impact on their organizations. By embracing the spirit of Jim Ling, executive controllers can drive growth, create value, and leave a lasting legacy in the business world. To elaborate further on the implications for executive controllers, it's crucial to understand the multifaceted nature of the role and the environment in which they operate. The executive controller is not merely a number cruncher. They are a strategic partner to the CEO and other top executives. Their responsibilities extend far beyond the day-to-day management of financial records. They are deeply involved in forecasting, budgeting, and long-term financial planning. One of the most important attributes of a successful executive controller is the ability to think strategically. They must be able to see the big picture and understand how financial decisions will impact the company's overall performance. This requires a deep understanding of the company's business model, its competitive landscape, and the macroeconomic factors that could affect its future. Another critical skill for executive controllers is risk management. They must be able to identify potential risks to the company's financial health and develop strategies to mitigate those risks. This includes everything from monitoring cash flow and managing debt to assessing the potential impact of regulatory changes and economic downturns. Thinking big, as exemplified by Jim Ling, involves several key elements. Firstly, it requires a willingness to challenge the status quo. Successful executive controllers are not afraid to question conventional wisdom and propose new ideas. They are constantly looking for ways to improve efficiency, reduce costs, and increase profitability. Secondly, thinking big involves taking calculated risks. While it's important to be prudent and avoid unnecessary risks, it's also essential to be willing to step outside of one's comfort zone and pursue opportunities that have the potential for significant growth. This requires a careful assessment of the potential rewards and risks, as well as a willingness to learn from mistakes. Thirdly, thinking big requires a long-term perspective. Executive controllers must be able to see beyond the next quarter's earnings and develop financial strategies that will support the company's long-term goals. This includes investing in research and development, expanding into new markets, and making strategic acquisitions. The story of Jim Ling and LTV provides a cautionary tale about the importance of balancing ambition with sound financial planning. While Ling's bold decision-making initially led to tremendous success, his misguided investment in the steel industry ultimately proved to be his undoing. This highlights the importance of conducting thorough due diligence before making major investments, as well as the need to have a solid understanding of the industry in which one is investing. Moreover, it's essential to have a well-defined risk management plan in place to mitigate potential losses. The role of innovation and disruption in business cannot be overstated. In today's rapidly changing business environment, companies that are not innovating are likely to be left behind. Executive controllers play a crucial role in fostering a culture of innovation within their organizations. They can do this by providing financial support for research and development, encouraging employees to come up with new ideas, and creating a system for evaluating and implementing those ideas. Disruption, on the other hand, involves fundamentally changing the way an industry operates. This can be achieved through the introduction of new technologies, business models, or product. Executive controllers can help their companies embrace disruption by identifying potential threats and opportunities, and by developing strategies to adapt to the changing landscape. In conclusion, the story of Jim Ling provides valuable lessons for executive controllers. By embracing the spirit of ambition, innovation, and sound financial planning, executive controllers can make a significant impact on their organizations and leave a lasting legacy in the business world. This requires a commitment to lifelong learning, a willingness to take calculated risks, and a steadfast focus on long-term goals. It also requires a strong ethical foundation and a commitment to serving the best interests of the company and its stakeholders. The pursuit of ambitious goals should always be tempered with prudence and a deep understanding of the potential risks involved. Remember, success is not just about making money. It's also about creating value for society and leaving the world a better place than you found it. The role of an executive controller extends beyond mere financial management. It encompasses strategic planning, risk assessment, and fostering innovation. To truly embody Ling's spirit, one must cultivate a mindset of bold ambition tempered with sound financial principles. This involves not only meticulously managing financial resources, but also proactively seeking opportunities for growth and improvement. Firstly, cultivate a comprehensive understanding of the business landscape. This includes staying abreast of industry trends, technological advancements, and macroeconomic factors that could impact the organization's financial performance. Executive controllers should be avid learners, continuously seeking to expand their knowledge and skills. Secondly, embrace data-driven decision-making. In today's digital age, vast amounts of data are available to organizations. Executive controllers should leverage this data to gain insights into financial performance, identify areas for improvement, and make informed strategic decisions. This requires proficiency in data analytics tools and techniques. Thirdly, foster a culture of collaboration and communication. Executive controllers should work closely with other departments within the organization, such as sales, marketing, and operations, to ensure that financial decisions are aligned with overall business objectives. Effective communication is essential for building trust and fostering a shared understanding of financial goals and challenges. Fourthly, prioritize ethical conduct and transparency. Executive controllers have a responsibility to uphold the highest ethical standards and ensure that financial reporting is accurate and transparent. This builds trust with stakeholders and protects the organization's reputation. Fifthly, be a proactive problem solver. Executive controllers should be able to identify potential financial risks and develop strategies to mitigate those risks. This requires a proactive approach to risk management and a willingness to address challenges head-on. Sixthly, embrace innovation and creativity. Executive controllers should be open to new ideas and willing to experiment with innovative financial strategies. This can lead to improved efficiency, reduced costs, and increased profitability. Seventhly, focus on long-term value creation. Executive controllers should make decisions that will benefit the organization in the long run, rather than focusing solely on short-term gains. This requires a strategic perspective and a commitment to sustainable growth. Eighthly, develop strong leadership skills. Executive controllers should be able to inspire and motivate their teams to achieve financial goals. This requires effective communication, delegation, and mentorship. Ninthly, be adaptable and resilient. The business environment is constantly changing, and executive controllers must be able to adapt to new challenges and opportunities. This requires resilience, flexibility, and a willingness to learn from mistakes. Tenthly, cultivate a passion for excellence. Executive controllers should strive for excellence in all that they do, setting high standards for themselves and their teams. This requires dedication, hard work, and a commitment to continuous improvement. In essence, Ling's story serves as a reminder that even in the face of setbacks, a bold vision coupled with sound financial principles can lead to remarkable achievements. For executive controllers, this means embracing a multifaceted role that extends beyond traditional financial management to encompass strategic planning, risk assessment, innovation, and ethical leadership. By embodying these qualities, executive controllers can drive growth, create value, and leave a lasting legacy in the business world. Remember that financial success is not the only measure of achievement. It's also important to make a positive impact on the lives of others and contribute to the betterment of society. Executive controllers can use their skills and expertise to support charitable causes, promote ethical business practices, and create a more sustainable future. Ultimately, the legacy of Jim Ling is one of ambition, innovation, and resilience. By embracing these qualities, executive controllers can make a significant difference in their organizations and in the world. The path to success may not always be easy, but with hard work, dedication, and a commitment to excellence, anything is possible. Remember to celebrate your achievements along the way and to never give up on your dreams. The world needs talented and ambitious executive controllers who are willing to think big and make a positive impact. Embrace the challenge and strive to be the best that you can be. The future is yours to create. To further illustrate the importance of strategic thinking for executive controllers, consider the role they play in mergers and acquisitions. These complex transactions require a deep understanding of financial modeling, valuation techniques, and risk assessment. The executive controller is responsible for conducting due diligence, negotiating financial terms, and ensuring that the transaction is financially sound. They must also be able to integrate the acquired company's financial systems and processes into the acquiring company's operations. This requires strong project management skills and the ability to work effectively with cross-functional teams. In addition to mergers and acquisitions, executive controllers also play a key role in capital budgeting decisions. These decisions involve allocating financial resources to long-term projects, such as building a new factory or developing a new product. The executive controller is responsible for evaluating the financial viability of these projects and making recommendations to senior management. They must also be able to track the progress of these projects and ensure that they are completed on time and within budget. Another important area of responsibility for executive controllers is investor relations. They are responsible for communicating the company's financial performance to investors and analysts. This requires strong presentation skills and the ability to explain complex financial information in a clear and concise manner. They must also be able to answer questions from investors and analysts and address any concerns they may have. In today's globalized economy, executive controllers must also be knowledgeable about international accounting standards and tax laws. They must be able to manage financial operations in multiple countries and ensure that the company complies with all applicable regulations. This requires a deep understanding of cross-cultural communication and the ability to work effectively with people from different backgrounds. Furthermore, the evolving technological landscape demands that executive controllers embrace digital transformation. This includes adopting cloud-based accounting systems, implementing robotic process automation, and leveraging artificial intelligence to improve financial processes. Executive controllers must be able to lead these initiatives and ensure that they are implemented effectively. The executive controller's role is becoming increasingly strategic and complex. They are no longer just number crunchers. They are strategic partners to senior management, responsible for driving financial performance and creating long-term value. To succeed in this role, executive controllers must be lifelong learners, continuously seeking to expand their knowledge and skills. They must also be able to adapt to the changing business environment and embrace new technologies. The legacy of Jim Ling serves as an inspiration to all executive controllers. By thinking big, taking calculated risks, and embracing innovation, they can make a significant impact on their organizations and in the world. Remember that the key to success is to never stop learning and to always strive for excellence.